Welcome, everyone, to the brand new reboot of the Restless Real Estate Podcast. I am your co-host, Tyler Leigh, and this is my co-host,
Christine Martin.
And we are going to have some fun, but also talk real estate. That's why it's called the Restless Real Estate Podcast. So, I guess to get started, let's say a very quick bit about ourselves before our food gets cold. I am a social media specialist here at Marty Hampton Real Estate and Coming Soon Homes.
I am the Director of Growth and Development and Outreach and Expansion.
And you're going to get to know us for the next however many minutes it takes us to eat lunch and ask some questions. So our producer, Caitlin, helped us think of 10 questions to ask each other while we eat lunch. The lunch that we have is from the Cheesecake Factory, and we ordered each other's lunch. We gave a few small little things of no this, no that. I don't like blue cheese or onions.
I eat everything.
So here we go. I had the distinct feeling we may have ordered the same thing because we asked each other how we would like it prepared beforehand.
We're about to find out.
We're about to find out. Christine, do the honors.
Dun, 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 dun.
What did you order me?
Macaroni and cheeseburger. What did you order me?
We ordered each other the exact same thing.
Yay!
The entire 5,000 items on that menu, we chose the exact same thing for each other.
Oh my gosh, we both have a macaroni and cheeseburger.
I can't believe this just happened. We literally chose Cheesecake Factory. We're like, there's so many things on that menu. It would be perfect.
We chose Cheesecake Factory because it has 10 pages of different foods.
And we ended up choosing
The exact same food.
I don't even know what to think at this point, but all right.
We're kind of like the same person.
I guess.
I'm digging these French
All right,
fries.
cheers. Thanks.
Sorry, I
All right.
hit it back out.
So, if you've been a long-time listener of the Restless Real Estate Podcast, you will know that we did an episode at Relish recently-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And so here we are doing food again.
We do love to eat. Eating is a big part of
That is true.
everything that we love. We love what we do.
That's true. We do love what we do. And excuse, you might hear some food utensil things going on. I apologize for that. We have this awesome Yeti mic that we're recording on, so it's going to be like you're in the room with us.
Also, if you don't like to watch people eat, you should look away because I am a whole show.
I'm a class act, so
Oh, well,
just know that. All right.
look that way. All right.
All right.
So we have asked Caitlin to prepare some questions to ask each other since she knows both of us so well. And
Oh my God.
so I'm going to go first while you're eating.
Okay. Pickles or no pickles on macaroni and cheese?
I don't know how I feel about it.
I-
They provided pickles, so I feel like I should eat it, but at the same time, I'm like, pickles.
I'm normally a
mac and
ketchup and mustard, but it's fine. Okay.
Okay. Do you believe in karma?
Yes, I do.
Why and why not? Why? Mostly why? God, crush this cheeseburger. Look away.
I love how she's like, I'm going to ask you the question while you eat, and then waits for me to start. Whatever. I don't know. I've met a lot of people in my life, I guess, sort of. I mean, I'm only 27, so... but it seems to me that the people that make an effort to be nice are rewarded. It may not be in the same way that you would expect someone to be rewarded, like a raise at a job or something, but I do believe that you reap what you sow in some way in the universe, regardless of belief system or whatever you have. Yeah, I do believe in it.
What you
'cause
put
I've
out
seen
comes back. I get it.
it. Exactly.
I get it.
And I think that's strongly for your individual self as well. You know, I think that's more important than other people's karma.
I agree.
I'm terrified to take a bite of this.
Oh my god, it's so good.
My turn.
Oh, okay.
Would you rather be stranded in a desert or a tundra, and why?
Desert. Because the tundra's horrible. It's
That's
cold.
Crazy.
It's delicious, right? I hate the cold. Something you should know about me, I think everybody should ever know this about me, is I hate the cold. In the room we're in right now, this is my office, and I have actually blocked the whole AC system from putting any... It's hot in here, right?
I'm dying.
I love it. It's like 80 degrees in here right now. I'm loving it. It's like a sauna. You could do hot yoga in here right now. So, definitely.
On the next episode of The Restless Real Estate. No.
Maybe. Goat yoga. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What life experience impacted you the most, positively or negatively?
I like that one. The first college that I went to, honestly,
Where was it?
that changed my life so much. I went to Longwood University in Farmville, Virginia. Both of those are real names of real places. And you guys knew I was going to say this. I met my wife on the very first day of college there. I don't know how much more life-changing you can get aside from that. I know that's probably not the juiciest answer that you wanted, but it's true. Not many people can say that. August 18th, 2011.
I will celebrate that because he does have the dopest wife. So
I do.
that is something
awesome.
to celebrate, yeah.
Oh, yes.
She's a cool one. We love you, Krista.
All right. What song or album is the soundtrack to your life?
Reservoir Dogs.
The album?
Yeah, the soundtrack.
All right.
Right?
Sing a song.
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well.
That was the second part of the question, was to sing a song from it. I didn't have to ask you.
You could see the Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle.
Are you a big fan of Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah, I mean, is anyone not?
You'd be surprised. What's your favorite Tarantino movie? Love this dead air right now, everybody.
I don't want to do that. I don't know. I mean...
Top three then. Give me like a couple. Okay, first one right now. Name a Quentin Tarantino movie that's not Reservoir Dogs.
Pulp Fiction?
There you go. I love Pulp Fiction.
Who doesn't?
Good point.
He has his hands in so much too, though, so you don't know, like... And because I'm not a film buff like some people, like, I don't know maybe every single thing he's ever directed in the whole history of the whole wide world. But
I can name them
like
in chronological order. Next.
Okay.
Oh, wait. We have to quote it. That's a tasty burger.
It is.
My Pulp Fiction fans out there.
Okay.
Royale with cheese.
You know what? I think that was Reservoir Dogs. I literally... Or Pulp Fiction. I just watched Pulp Fiction the other night. Hold on. Now I have to go back to Reservoir Dogs. Oh, okay. I blanked.
It's okay. You can...
I'm going to come back to it. I'm definitely coming back to it.
Okay.
I may come back to the whole question. It was just what came off the top of my head, so it must have been true. Do you follow your head or your heart, and why?
It depends on the situation. I know that's another non-answer, but I think it really depends. If it's something in your personal life that doesn't involve money, your heart. Mm-hmm. If it's anything involving money, your head. That's my thing. And there can be, obviously, circumstances where both can be used equally.
What doesn't involve money?
Whether or not you want to play with your dog as soon as you get home or 5 minutes after you get home.
What would you be doing with the time in the middle?
Making a drink.
I like it.
Let's see. Your deepest, darkest secret is revealed. What's the first thing that you do?
Laugh.
Expected nothing less from Christine here. All right. My turn. Jesus.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. That's it. I'm sure something else. Would you rather be without sight or your voice?
Voice. Definitely voice. I love visual mediums of art, so not being able to consume that in the proper way would be devastating. And I like writing, so I could just write my opinions instead of talking about them. Plus, I would go crazy if I couldn't see my wife and my dog. Do you hold grudges?
I mean, I keep a record of behavior.
So yes, you do.
I'm not mad about it. It's just noted.
Okay. I can accept noted.
Okay.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay. What keeps you up at night? What haunts you?
Man. What haunts me? Probably what haunts a lot of people is failure. in any medium. Mm-hmm. I really don't like to fail at things, but at the same time, I'm a realistic individual. And I know that you have to do that sometimes. So I've tried, the older I've gotten, to let it affect me less. So that's my thing, is failure.
What do you consider failure?
Traditionally, not achieving a goal that you set for yourself. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, that's so hard to keep yourself to such a high level. I guess real failure for me is letting other people down. That's probably mine.
Man.
Welcome to the Restless Real Estate Podcast of Fun. Next question for Christine. Do you believe astrology is crazy, or is it crazy accurate? What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
I'm a fish.
It makes so much sense.
Doesn't it? Everybody says that. So do it. I think it's. I tend to think it's very accurate. I mean, it's like anything. You know, the deeper you get into it, the more you understand about it. And that comes in so many forms. I think that the most obvious that people look at are, you know, our star signs, but you know, you have like sun signs and your rising signs and things like that. And I think that anybody who looks at their birth chart is going to say, wow, this is really revealing. I mean, we take psychological tests and we trust them so implicitly. I think this is just something that speaks volumes as well, but you know, it's not science backed. But I think that most people, even if they say, I don't believe in this, they read it in the magazines.
How much of it do you think is actuality versus people projecting their inner thoughts of themselves to fit that?
No
or do you
doubt.
think it's a healthy combination of both?
I mean, I think that anytime that you identify your personality with a set of parameters, you're pigeonholing yourself.
Yes.
And I think that with any personality like test or device, you want to use it as a sounding board or a grounding place and say, okay, this is where I'm starting, and you know, these are my strengths and these are my weaknesses, and I think that I can expand and grow, you know, from there no matter what. So I mean, the ultimate goal being that, you know, you don't have to be defined by anything, you know,
right,
when you're more of a finished product.
Right. All right. Is the next question for me?
Yes. If you could eliminate one weakness or limitation in yourself, what would it be?
Oh, we just talked about this. My phobia of flying. Nix that right out. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know we can't really fly anywhere now, but previously, COVID and post-COVID, like, yeah, my fear of flying. I hate that about myself. So
tell them how ridiculous it is, though.
It's ridiculous. No, it's ridiculous. Like, why? Like, it's the most irrational thing ever. Like, I just don't. I haven't flown since 2008.
And he understands that it's still.
I understand
the safest
it's
mode
ridiculous.
of travel. It's just
it's irrational.
not going to do it.
That's
why it's an irrational fear.
That's why I want to get away.
I get it.
Have you ever gotten your fortune read?
Yes.
What did it say?
That I'm awesome.
Cool.
I mean, I've had it read a couple times. Oh, here's a fun story.
Uh-oh.
I was at the Renaissance Festival 2 years ago, and I had my cards read, and the lady like completely freaked out and cried and left. So again, super awesome. Yeah, so that's what my cards do to people.
Cool.
Do you believe in ghosts or things like Bigfoot and Mothman?
So, I'm now going to do a camera cut to Caitlin, our producer.
And I will.
Because that question is exactly for me.
It's very targeted.
It's very targeted. I feel assaulted. No. I don't believe in them, but I do believe in the culture surrounding them. Perfect plug, if you go to YouTube and type in Tyler Leigh Point Pleasant, you will find my senior year documentary that I did on the Mothman of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And it's very fun. It's a very fun little 6-minute watch.
We're going to link that below.
Oh, yes. I think that kind of stuff is fascinating. And I went there and interviewed people that were alive during that time and went to all the landmarks, and it was a great time. So, no, I don't believe in the things, but the culture that surrounds all that is just fascinating to me.
Love it. I love it.
Absolutely fascinating. All right. Do you prefer to fight with your fists or with words?
I mean, it depends. I mean, both. I mean, I definitely
Screaming
use both.
at someone while fighting.
I think that, you know, it's good. It is very good to be able to handle a situation with words and have a conversation around it. And I also think that, you know, sometimes that's just not possible. I mean, there are people in this world that want to escalate to violence, and
that's true.
Here in the office, however, words.
Words. All right.
My turn.
I'm slowing down on this burger because it's a lot.
I'm going to eat it all. I just don't want you to have to watch it because it's kind of gross. Okay. If I called you from jail, what would the first thing you say to me be?
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised you said that.
Yeah. I honestly would be like, okay, there's a list of things I can imagine you doing, and then I would list them off, and you would probably say yes to one of them. And if it wasn't one of those, then I'd be shocked. But at first, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
It's not wrong.
What word do you hate hearing or saying? Caitlin puts on here as the example, like moist for some people.
Is that your answer?
There you go.
No, but I know that's a very common example. Mm-hmm. Okay, a word that I don't... Okay. Are you ready?
I guess.
Teeth.
Really? The word teeth.
I don't like thinking about teeth.
What about tooth?
No, I don't like that either.
Oh, wow, that's a new one.
I don't like teeth. I don't like thinking about them. My kids lose their teeth all the time. It's just... It's whole, like... I'm just...
It's
done
a
with
mess.
it. It's gross. It's disgusting. I hate it.
Do you not like going to the dentist?
I do. I mean, I do definitely. I like to take care of my teeth. I just don't want people talking about teeth. Like what we've already said it so many times. Okay. If you were going to be famous, what would it be for?
Movie director. Yep. It's no secret to anyone who's met me in the past 5 years that I love making movies and short films and what you're watching and listening to right now. So that's what it would be.
I like it.
That's what it would be. I do like being on camera, but behind the camera is where I feel most comfortable. So yeah. What about you? And turn your question back on you.
Well, if I was famous, what would it be for?
More famous than you are now.
More famous than I already am. I hopefully it would be for helping people, you know, making a platform that, you know, just builds other people up and lets them do what they do really well.
Because you work with a lot of nonprofits, right?
I do, yeah. I love nonprofits. I work with nonprofits a lot, and that's something that's really important to me. I don't know if you can get famous doing that, but if I was famous...
Mother Teresa.
I mean...
She was famous for helping people.
Princess Diana.
Princess Diana.
I do love Princess Diana. They got a shocking amount.
I'm watching The Crown right now on Netflix, and that's coming next season. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Let's take a real estate break real quick for a second.
Let's do it.
I mentioned the thing about nonprofits. Why do you think it is that so many agents and team leaders gravitate towards helping nonprofits?
You know, I think that we're going to touch on this again in our next episode, but, you know, to be a real estate agent, you really have to have a servant's heart. You have to be able to go out there and do for other people what they're not willing all the time to do for themselves.
Right.
And that doesn't stop with just buying and selling and working with clients. You know, every real estate agent that I've worked with that, you know, does well and is passionate about their field also has a nonprofit that they're very passionate about. And I think that's an amazing thing.
The world is ending tomorrow. What are you doing today?
Everything.
There you go.
Yes.
Fill in the blanks.
All the things. Don't fill in the blanks. What are you doing?
Spending time with my wife.
Oh my God, could you die with the cuteness? Ugh. We need to have her on here so they can see how obnoxiously adorable you guys are.
We do. That would be really
disgusting.
fun.
It really is.
It's amazing.
Good disgusting.
Next.
Okay, I'm out of questions though. I'm
think of one.
I'm coming.
Because I still have another question.
Oh, how does he have so many questions to me?
I didn't do it.
Yes, you actually did.
Okay.
Okay, I will ask you my last question while you guys think of my last one. As a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Yeah, actually had a discussion with a friend of mine who's writing an article about what we're doing over here. And he asked the same question. And when I was a kid, I really thought that I wanted to be an actress. And
I can see that.
I was in theater. I did the whole thing, and this is why we're spirit animals. And I think that ultimately, what I realized is that I really want to be able to network and help people at the highest possible level. And I really considered that, the best way to do it. Because when I was growing up, actors were like the rich and the elite, and they knew everybody, and they were always doing great things. Princess Diana.
Back to Princess Diana. I like that
everything comes back to Princess Diana.
All right. What do you have for me? And we can cut all this downtime, obviously.
Ooh, what was the last movie you went to? Because we haven't been able to go to movies.
Oh my gosh, what was the last movie I went to? I have no idea. I love going to the movies, and I've been really slacking off on that since moving to Raleigh 3 years ago. I know, it's bad. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what the last movie I saw in the theater was.
Theater.
I know, a theater. Maybe... I have no idea. Can't even guess. You?
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, no.
It was The Avengers in 2011.
That's the last time you went to a theater?
That's the last time I went to a theater.
Well, I know what our next podcast is going to be. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. You just don't like the theater? Did you get kicked out of a theater? Or
I've never been
banned
kicked
from
out.
Okay.
I did not get kicked out of that theater. I just, people are... I like to control the environment that I'm watching the film in. And I like the food that I want and, the people, the smells. I'm very, I like my environment to be right in order to really enjoy what's about to happen. And I feel like every time I go to the theater, somebody's talking or eating really loud, chewing loudly behind me. Can't do it.
I can see that.
I do like that they did the new seats where oh my gosh! No, that's not true! I took my daughter to see Frozen 2. I blacked it out. That's right. I blocked it out.
Wow.
We went to see Frozen 2. That was last year.
There you go. Some fun facts about Christine and myself. All right. Let's talk about this food. It was filling.
It was very filling. I usually eat my whole cheeseburger, and I've only got through half.
And fry comparison, about the same.
They were a little cold.
I can't believe out of the 5,000 items on the Cheesecake Factory's menu, we were like, oh yeah, the macaroni and cheeseburger.
Macaroni and cheeseburger.
We both were like, that's the one.
Yeah.
And I knew that was going to happen. The second I looked at that, I went, oh God, I think that's what she ordered for me. Because we've talked about burgers before.
We love burgers.
People. We love
Big burger people. I love burgers. I love cheeseburgers. I'm all about knowing where the best burger in town is. Mm-hmm. Wherever you go. Yeah. I ran out of things to say.
Me too.
All right.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to this reboot of the Restless Real Estate. That is so hard to say off the tongue like that.
Restless Real Estate Podcast. Restless Real Estate Podcast. Restless Real Estate Podcast. Restless Real Estate Podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to that, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tyler.
I'm Christine.
And we will see you guys on the next episode. See you later.